The manhwa world has prospered substantially and has flourished worldwide since there are numerous manhwas getting released each year. But with so many different manhwas available, deciding where to invest your time is harder than ever. So today I will be recommending you all top 10 manhwa and manhwa that you should read right now. So let's start a list.
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Coming at number 10, we have Invincible at the start. Chen Chang'an was a nerd who traveled to the fantasy world. After facing countless monsters and ghosts from outside world, Chen Chang'an decides not to leave his invincible field before becoming immortal. Watch him as he uses his cheat system to defeat everyone and ultimately becomes invincible. The art of this manhwa is decent and its story is bit better than other generic cultivation manhwas. The main character is overpowered from start and defeats anyone without any problem. This manhwa is also filled with comedy scenes, and the way the characters react to different situations will definitely make you laugh. Coming at number 9, we have The Fallen. The protagonist was a young boy who watches his mother die at the hands of his own father, the fallen angel Azazel. Now filled with rage and anger, his angelic power that had lied dormant in his blood suddenly awakens, and a while later he gets saved by a mysterious angel. Watch him as he trains under his mentor and harnesses his dark power to free the world from his father's grasp. This is a fantasy world manhwa with a pretty decent storyline. The main character is weak at the start but becomes a badass after completing his training. He's smart and finds a way to turn his enemies into his comrades. And although the art of this manhwa might not be that good, it becomes much better during fight scenes. Coming at number 8, we have Riding on the Edge of Annihilation. Yu Xiaobei was a construction worker who even risked his life in order to earn money for his sister's treatment. One day he gets approached by a mysterious person and enters an unknown arena, only to learn that the reward for surviving till the end is the ownership of the best financial group in the world. However, he was not the only player in this game, and now he has to fight against many other players and make use of his unexpected gift to reach his goal. This manhwa is way different than other manhwas of the same genre. Its art is good and its storyline is really interesting. The main character here is fearless and has a cheat system that gives him advantage over other players. There are not that many side characters, but all of them are well written. So if you are looking for a survival type manhwa, then make sure to give this one a try. Coming at number 7, we have the legendary beast Animal Hospital. Kim Ah-young was a 30-year-old veterinarian who was struggling with loans. Despite being the owner of a small animal hospital, she barely made ends meet. But all of this changes when a mythical creature makes its way to her hospital in order to get treated. Now with these otherworldly beings as her patients, she's ready to turn her life around and treat them to the best of her ability. This is a really unique manhwa with good art and storyline. The main character is funny and competent and does everything in her power to treat her patients. The side characters aren't the best, but they have unique personalities and work well together. So if you are looking for a fun casual read, then this one is for you. Coming at number 6, we have Toaster Dude. This manhwa tells the story of a guy named Dude who just wants to live his life in the simplest way possible. All his life, he had one dream of owning a toaster, and when he finally manages to achieve it, something goes horribly wrong. This is a really unique manhwa with a weird but really well executed plot. The simplicity in both its art and story makes it even more enjoyable to read. The main character might seem like a naive boy at start, but he is actually really strong and manages to defeat powerful gangsters on his own. Its story is also very well placed and filled with comedy scenes, so make sure to give it a try. Coming at number 5, we have Level Up Doctor. Jong Hae-jin was an orphan who worked really hard to become a cardiothoracic surgeon, but later he passes away during an unfortunate accident and wakes up in the body of Choi Gi-seok along with a system that gave him cheat-like skills. Now with second chance at life, he's determined to become the greatest cardiothoracic surgeon. The art of this manhwa is good and its storyline is pretty decent. The main character is intelligent and surprises everyone with his cheat-like skills. He's very kind and caring and doesn't forgive anyone that try to mess with his patient's life. The pacing of the story is also good. However, the manhwa might not be for everyone as it contains many medical and biological terms. Coming at number 4, we have One Day, Suddenly, Seoul Is. Yeon Woo was a high schooler who was on a school trip to Seoul. Soon their class trip turns into hell when unidentified cells that turned humans into monsters on contact made their appearance. This is the story as he finds a way to fight against the monsters and escape Seoul as quickly as possible. This is a post-apocalyptic manhwa with good art and a good storyline. The main character is a simp at the start, but after getting betrayed, he goes through major character development. The side characters are nothing great and some of them can be a bit annoying sometimes. Overall, if you like post-apocalyptic manhwa, then you will like this one. Coming at number 3, we have My Life as a Loser. Jino Kim was a high school student who got bullied every day for no reason. Even after completing high school, he couldn't pass college entrance exam and ended up as a part-time worker for a mobile store. To his surprise, the bullies that ruined his life were living a really good life and the mobile store he worked at was owned by a leader of bullies. To get back at them, Jino places a curse on the bully's body that sends him back to the past and traps his soul in Jino's body when he was still a high schooler. The art of this manhwa is pretty good and its story is really interesting. Despite all the bullying scenes, the comedy in this manhwa is just great. The main character is also hilarious and does everything to get out of his current situation. The side characters are also great and they make the story much more enjoyable. Coming at number 2, we have To Not Die. Im Dajun was a high schooler who got bullied by his classmates every day, but after listening to the words of a serial killer who murdered his bullies on TV, Dajun becomes inspired and decides to take revenge. His revenge was successful and he no longer suffered from bullying. However, his life steers into an undesired direction and now he must survive against even more vicious and ruthless thugs. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is great. The main character is weak at the beginning but trains hard under the guidance of a powerful street fighter to become stronger. He fights other bullies as a part of his training and goes through major character development. The side characters are also written very nicely and they help the main character with his revenge. Coming at number 1, we have Death God. To avenge his older brother, an orphan named Chong Li Chu kills Huang Jung, a disciple of the Heavenly Slaying sect. Following the death of Wang Jun, Zhong Li gets accepted as the disciple of the imitating blade killer of soul-killing chambers and manages to avoid the pursuit of the heaven-slaying sect. However, a huge mess called the 10 Chastisements was awaiting for him. Now to escape the shadow of chastisement, he has no choice but to become a legendary death god. This is a really good Burim World manhwa. The main character is just a kid, but he's really smart and cunning and thinks like an adult. He uses his surrounding and lays traps to kill enemies that are much stronger than him. The side characters are also well thought out and play a huge role in the development of the main character. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.